Team Crystals. Oh, this year's theme. I like it too much. It was so hard to choose. But I am, in fact, in Team Crystals, even though I do not really like pink. At the time I'm recording this, it's exactly 1 week to go. So that's the perfect time to show you my characters. Just some basic information in the beginning. My OC universe is located near a big lake, which is surrounded by forests and mountains in the distance. And most of the characters live in a big city that goes up a hill. And on top of the hill there's like high society. And it's like a modern society, but with fantasy aesthetics. And there's no devices such as smartphones or TVs, because I don't know, that feels off. If you want to know more, I have a tiny bit more detail in my Artfight profile. Anyway, first character, Arinia. As you can see right away, she likes swimming. And she's my main character. Arinia lives in a small house on top of a cliff, alone with her mom. She's generally a really shy and sweet person who likes to help other people, and that's why she's training to become a lifeguard. And her dream is to become a competitive swimmer one day. Fitting to the theme, she has wavy hair in kind of a desaturated blue tone. And yeah, blue is also her favorite color. And there is actually a longer version at the start of the story, but very early on she has like a I'm cutting all my hair off moment. She keeps the outfits that she wears really simple, really comfy. They have kind of a beach vibe, and of course she loves to wear bikinis and swimsuits. She actually wears one right at the beginning of the story when she's saving a girl who fell into the lake in the middle of the night. That definitely did not happen to her every day. And well, Fianna is confused as well, because that's the girl who fell into the water. She has pretty bad memory loss, and she's also my second main protagonist. And let's just say Arinia and her end up kind of really liking each other. Well, the amnesia doesn't stay throughout the entire story. Soon enough, Fianna starts to see flickers of her past memories. And she soon finds out that she has the ability to erase memories. Think of that what you want. There might be a connection. She then also finds out that she ran away from home because her family made her use that power on other people against her will, which is not cool. Just a side note, her family is pretty rich and they're doing quite a lot of business, and an ability like hers is really beneficial for that. Yeah, more to that later. Fianna has a really unique look. She has natural, long white, silky hair with a single black hair strand that is also slowly fading into white. And yes, her hair used to be entirely black once. And that's not the only thing that changed. Her eyelashes also turned white, and she got white freckles. Ah yes, and her family sees bright colors as really pure, and yeah, she's kind of sick of it. So she chooses to wear black. And that really bothers her parents, which is exactly her goal. She also loves to wear silky fabrics with like starry patterns and glitter, and that's one of my personal favorite designs because I love sparkly stuff as well. Despite her looks, Fianna is quite the loner, but she actually does have at least one friend. Lydia owns a small pirate and mermaid themed cafe with her partner, and I haven't yet designed her wife. I'm sorry to all the people that want to draw ship art. Ship like pirates. Anyway, that's the newest addition to my universe, so I'm still working on it. They do serve ocean-themed drinks, and I'd love to see your own creations if you happen to draw her. They also have 2 uniforms. The mermaid one is pink, silky, and has pearls, and the pirate one is blue and has patterned fabrics and jewelry. You can add way more if you want to. Lydia is generally a really nice and understanding person, and that's why a lot of the main cast likes to visit the cafe. There's even one person who visited quite frequently, but in secret, to actually learn baking. Yes, you heard that correctly. Lynn is actually Fianna's older brother. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see the resemblance. The white hair, black hair strands, freckles, the only difference being that his are not white. Though, unlike his younger sister, he didn't run away from home because he has quite the important role. First of all, he's very charismatic. And on top of that, he also has the ability to recognize lies. That's quite useful for all the business affairs his family has been doing. And yeah, he's secretly hates it. Still, this is how he likes to present himself. Mainly white with purple accent. He really likes purple, and generally it's very clean and formal. He presents as this really nice dude, but he's not. Let me just say that much. He has a very complicated character. Do you know that one saying, opposites attract? Because, well, let me introduce you to Mace. the chaotic artificer. He may look innocent here, but in reality he's quite the mess. Just like his haircut. It's cut very unevenly, then he has this long strand that he braids to the side of his head, and the lower hair is just randomly dyed black. He also has very bad eyesight. Despite that, he's quite skilled at what he does, which is mainly crafting and assembling stuff. He even owns a crafting shop and various items and artifacts. You might think that he can run the shop in peace, but no, there's always this dude visiting. This dude called Lin. I mean, maybe he does have some secret task for him, but officially there's nothing to see. Their relationship is quite complicated. If you want to see more info, just go to my Artfight profile. These are his work outfits, by the way. They tend to be a bit more dirty from time to time, and that's his regular one. I am indeed very open to steampunk designs with more details. That would be amazing. Just say, did you know that he has also quite the knowledge about chemistry? That is because he had a pretty good teacher. Zach, his full name Zachary, actually took Mace in when he was abandoned by his parents as a child. Back then, Zach himself was just a teenager. And for that, he took pretty good care of him, especially because of his hobby, which was just like experimenting with dangerous chemical substances. It's actually a miracle that he never ended up seriously hurting himself or Mace, and the only lasting damage happened to the roots of a few of his hair strands, so the hair now grows in a really vibrant green and yellow color. Zack never really played by the law, ever, so nowadays he works as an underground scientist. He usually takes commissions and sometimes he's patching people up, but for that you have to first find him, because his laboratory is located inside a cliff. That's where he spends most of his time. Let's just say he works quite a lot. And this is what he's wearing while he's working. And yeah, again, this is the outfit in its clean condition. When he actually comes out of his so-called cave for once, he's wearing this as his casual outgoing outfit. And he always has some sort of chemicals with him, just like his goggles. He actually sleeps and showers in them when he actually sleeps or showers. The only person to really get him out of his work mode is Talon. Talon is his childhood best friend. He took a whole different path in life and he's now a gardener and an artist. Just take a look at his outfits and you know the vibe right away. He's incredibly sweet and caring, and he's your typical mom friend. In his teenage years, he actually also watched over Mace from time to time, and nowadays he's kind of a comfort person for Fianna, because he's not part of her family and he knows what's going on in her family. As you can see, he has this skin condition called vitiligo, which means his skin is losing pigment in some areas, just like here on the left side of his face. And also, his left eye just turned blue at some point. His hair is curly and partially white. Do you already see a connection? Maybe not. Well, let me explain. Just like Fianna and Lin, Talon also has a special ability. His is actually quite impressive, because he's able to move objects through parallel universes, which simplified means he can make things appear out of thin air and make them disappear. Let's just keep that in mind and let's move on right away to Selena. Notice something? She has an ability too. Who would have thought? She can look into the past of the places where she's at. For example, if she's standing right here, she can look into the past of this area and she can basically see the time this house was constructed. About the abilities, in my universe, there's a few people who have abilities, and once their ability develops, they are starting to lose pigment, which means for most of them the hair turns white, and some of them also lose pigment in their eyes and even their skin. Selena developed hers when she was only 4 years old, so her hair has been white for a very long time. Fun fact, Lin is actually her twin brother, but his ability developed way later. You can imagine the frustration that she feels towards him, because he had a lot more freedom growing up. After all, ever since she was a child, her parents kind of used her as a tool, so she slowly grew into a very cold and strict person, which also reflects in her clothing style. Plain, no color, strictly tied back hair. She seems way older than she actually is, and her mindset is incredibly narrow. There is no way someone can turn it around. Or is there? Neris is basically a very chaotic gremlin. Their hair has never seen a hairbrush. There's a random cut in one of their eyebrows, and that confident smile is incredibly irritating to Selena. Neris is literally the polar opposite to her. And important, the two moles. I always forget to draw them myself. Neris is known for owning quite unusual pets and for having unusual hobbies and randomly disappearing sometimes. It's just chaos, okay? It's just chaos. And their clothing style also reflects that, because it's random, but it kind of fits. Now you're probably wondering how Neris even got to meet Selena. Well, Neris is Arinia's best friend, and once Arinia got involved with Fianna, Neris was starting to get a bit too interested in the rest of her family, because they do seem quite unusual, to say the least. Oh yeah, and Fianna kind of hated them in the beginning. Because they were really close to Arinia, that's all. Well, if this was confusing or you wanna know more, just visit my Artfight profile, because that's it. I'm really excited. I have nothing more to say other than I will have no mercy if I can do more than 7 attacks this time. I don't sound intimidating at all, do I? Anyway, more than 7 attacks is my goal. And that's all. Happy Artfight. See you soon. Bye.